Hello everyone and welcome to this video about RollerCoin. Today we take advantage of the opportunity that the new season has just started to tackle this very important chapter, because as you will see it gives you the opportunity to make progress in your growth, with a minimum effort, regardless of if you are at the beginning and broke, or you are already very strong and in the top 100, but in this case you probably don't need this video. If you haven't registered on RollerCoin yet, you want to take advantage of a small initial bonus, and you want to support this channel to produce new videos, consider registering using the link in the description of this video. It is absolutely not mandatory, but if you do it is something that costs you nothing, and for that I thank you. So, the new Season 7 started a few days ago. Now let's see together what it is. Initially, the seasons were special and exceptional events. Now they have more or less become the norm. As with all things, there are pros and cons. On the one hand, a season is an excellent opportunity to get miners and equipment more efficiently than the traditional ones, i.e., by playing or by spending euros. On the other hand, we have already seen how the proliferation of miners in the game does nothing but decrease your earnings. The more powerful miners, and in general the more players there are around, the less money you can hope to make. But a season is still the best opportunity you have to make progress without spending a fortune. To begin, first click on the icon at the top of the season and find out what it is. In a nutshell, a season is nothing more than an event of variable duration, during which, in addition to traditional actions, you will be assigned missions or tasks which, if completed, will let you accumulate experience points. Here we see the name of the season, and the time remaining before the end. The first time you access this section you must unlock the free pass. In this way the list of levels and prizes will appear below. I've already done it, but you'll see that it's intuitive. Every time you reach a certain threshold of accumulated points, you will go up one level. Each level has a reward. The levels and rewards are shown below. You can scroll to the end. As you can see, this season has a total of 60 levels. You will immediately notice that the levels are of two types, two different colors. The rewards of the blue levels are free. This means you will always win them, provided of course that you complete the level. To win the yellow rewards instead, or those without any indication, you will have to buy an upgrade of your pass, which means to pay with RLTs to unlock them. Of course the best rewards will be the premium ones, because they want to push you to buy the higher pass. But let's start immediately by saying that even the free ones can be interesting, especially if you are still a beginner, and whatever will be useful for you to grow. To complete a level you will have to accumulate enough experience points. In this season you can see that they are 350. Experience points are obtained by completing the missions you see in the tab on the right. Every day there is a list of tasks to complete, and each one will reward you with the experience points which are indicated to the left. There are various types of missions, so you can choose to do the ones you prefer, or better the ones you are able to do. The missions reset and change every day, so make sure you complete them by 1 or 2 in the morning Italian time. It seems to me that this is the reset time right now, however check by yourself. Some are always the same every day, for example those of winning 40 and 80 games of your choice, as long as you win. Others change, for example these in which you have to win 15 games at a given game. Today there are these 2 games, but tomorrow there will be more. They are not always the same. If you pay attention, winning 15 games is exactly equivalent to reaching level 6. This is why, in previous videos, I told you that it is important to know how to complete at least level 5 of all games. In this way you have an advantage in Solve the Quest, without having to wait for the game to reset after 12 hours. Also, every day you will receive a certain amount of experience points as a reward for just logging in, so take advantage of these extra points that come to you for free. Unless you are Super Saiyan of the game, in which case you don't need my videos, The missions are made to not be completed 100% every day. To do this, you would have to spend mountains of money and more. Do what you can. Some are easy. To give you an example now, I'll show you how to complete this one that will give me 15 points. Open any chest. For my convenience, I'm going to open a component box, which is cheap and will come in handy for completing the merge task as well. Don't worry if I do it quickly now. Today's purpose is just to understand the mechanism of the season. Then we will go into more detail about the stores and how to shop. So I opened my box. Now I can go back to the quests and see that my mission is completed. I can then collect my reward, and the points will be credited to me. When I have reached the required amount of points, I will progress to the next level and win the reward of the level I have completed. Naturally, only if it is a free level, or if I have purchased the premium pass to unlock the yellow ones as well. The important concepts of the season are all here. You have to complete missions to get rewards that you normally can't have. It is clear that you have to stay behind this a bit, in particular play a lot, at least 80 games a day, which is the minimum wage to complete the quests, of which 30 certainly for the games that are needed for the respective quests. If you can't keep up, if you don't have time to play 80 games, don't worry, do what you can. It will still be a period in which you will be able to make progress even if small at first. As you can see, there are also miners and other less useful junk. But it's all free stuff that rains from the sky, so it's good to take advantage. But let's get to the crucial point. You will say, I want the yellow rewards, the most powerful miners. Is it worth buying the premium pass? It depends. If you have to buy it by shelling out money specifically, that is, you are paying for it with the euros from your wallet, I would personally tell you to think about it. Remember that RollerCoin is a game, not an investment. If you want a way to get rich, make a real investment, buy and stake cryptocurrencies instead. They are not financial advice, please, but it is certainly a smarter move than using them for a game which, by the way, you could also wake up tomorrow morning and find a nice middle finger on the monitor. I don't think it's very probable, but remember that banks fail too. FTX failed, use your brain. But if money isn't an issue for you, then go with God. You don't need advice on how to free to play. A different scenario, however, is if you have done as I have already suggested in the previous videos. A shrewd and scrupulous free-to-play miner will first of all have mined RLTs, and once he has accumulated the right amount with patience and sacrifice, he will be able to spend it to buy the pass. In this light, the premium pass is definitely worth it. Even if you won't be able to complete until the last level, the value for money is the best you can find in RollerCoin. Logically, the more levels you manage to finish, the better your performance will be. So my suggestion is, do everything you can to accumulate the RLTs you need. It will take weeks, months, but if you have only 2 pennies in your pocket and spend it to buy cheap junk, you'll never get anywhere. It's much better to wait until you have all the loot to buy the pass in one go. Even if you buy it the day before the end of the season, you will receive all the back rewards of the levels you have completed without having the pass. I'll give you an example. I've now completed level 1, but since I didn't buy the premium, I didn't get anything. If in a month I decide to buy the premium pass, I will receive this prize on that day, together with all the others in the same condition. The price of the premium pass for this season is around 100 RLTs, or 100 euros poorly converted. Make your own considerations. It's not a prohibitive figure, and no one is forcing you to do anything. I played the first seasons with the free pass. I didn't want to waste money, so I accumulated resources for the right time. When I had enough RLTs, in Season 5 I think, then I bought the premium and it was worth it. You will not be able to enter this season? Patience, there will be another one. They have now become the norm. Set aside RLTs, it's the smartest thing to do. Well, we're coming to the conclusion. It was supposed to be a short video. There would also be the RST to see, but we will do it separately. Something you will be able to figure out on your own. You don't need a doctorate. This is another internal token in the game, which is used to buy minor parts in the season store to make the craft. Just to further complicate life, sometimes the RollerCoin team makes somewhat original choices. There was already RLT. What was the need for a second token? Okay, let's skip this and go on. The last advice, always valid in general. Don't rush. Stop and think calmly before doing things. Those who rush to comment on social media just a second after the season has opened are killing me. But 60 levels is too much. 350 points per level is impossible to complete. Keep calm. The season is long. We don't know what will happen between now and the end. For example, there may be intermediate events that help accumulate experience points, or even give free RLTs. Or, for example, Season 6 has been extended for several days after its natural expiration, to give more time to those who had not yet managed to finish all the levels. Anything can happen. You don't need to buy the pass in the very first days. You have time to do it later. Wait for the scenario to be clear. Do the math on what's best for you. Maybe you should use your RLTs for a cheaper offer. Guys, this is marketing. There are people who study for this. The goal is to make you spend. It will always come out a more advantageous offer than the previous one. So you'll rush to buy it convinced that it is a bargain. Do your calculations and make your move when you have made your decision consciously and after having thought about it. And remember, this is a game. I think I've already said it once or twice. Well, I hope this video has been of some use to you, and thank you for watching this far. See you in the next episode, in which we will continue to delve into the whole world of RollerCoin step by step. See you soon.